Guys, let's we got a few games we're gonna pick. Week 0. There's not a whole bunch of huge games, but there is some fun ones. For the life of me, I don't know why we're taking college football to Dublin, Ireland. I don't get it.
For the beer.
We are, dude. This is college football. Half them kids came. I don't know. Drinking age might be 15 years old. And what is the drinking age in Ireland, Steve?
Is it 18, 16, 18?
Catholic.
Somewhere in there, I think.
If you can reach the counter.
Let me look at
As soon as you get through confirmation, you take your first communion.
Exactly.
18.
That's it.
18. Okay, well, there you go.
18 years old.
So number 22, Iowa State taking on number 17, Kansas State. Big 12 matchup.
Just
Week 0. Already in the
dumbest,
Big 12.
the dumbest thing. These two schools are like 4 hours apart when they're stateside, and they both flew all the way to Ireland to play a football game.
Somebody should have consulted like college football in general and been like, if you're going to send two teams to represent college football, which two would you pick? No one would have been like Iowa State, Kansas State. That's what we're going to send over to Europe.
Yep.
Shouldn't the Dublin game be Notre Dame every year?
No, not at all. Because that would make too much sense. And if it makes sense, the NCAA doesn't do it. We go back to earlier. The playoffs, the playoff system, the NIL, making decisions in any form or capacity. If it makes sense, we don't do it.
I mean, I like Matt Campbell at Iowa State. He seems like a really good coach. He's had several opportunities to go to bigger schools and has turned them down. But and Big 12 I think is wide open this year. I picked Arizona State just because I don't see any other team. Oklahoma State's got a weird thing where somehow Mike Gundy gets to keep his job by firing literally everyone on staff, including like his secretary, and just rebuild his coaching staff. So I have no idea what's happening in Stillwater. I would probably, if you had to put a true serum in me, I think Matt Campbell can probably have his team ready, just because he seems like a guy that's got a good hold on his program. And so I would probably take Iowa State. 49.5 is the spread. So I mean, I hope they go over there and score 70 combined points and just have Irish fans going, what in the world? Because we've sent the NFL over there, and some of those games have been duds.
Yeah, every single one of them.
So I'm hoping they do. So I'll take Iowa State. What about you, Stress?
I really like Avery Johnson. He's a fun quarterback, and Cam Scadaboo ran all over Iowa State last year. And K-State's got a really talented running back. I can't think of his name right now. I think I like K-State as a 3-point favorite here. So I'm going to take K-State in this one.
Steve, who are you taking? Iowa State, Kansas State?
Did you say Iowa State was like plus 42 on the spread?
No, the 49.5 is the over-under, and the spread is 3.
I was going to say, I'm about to take geez, I was going to say, that would be insane. I'm about to take Kansas State then, if that's what the spread set on. Yeah, Iowa State. I mean, I think they're looking good, a little bit better shape, I think, than Kansas State, and they should get this one.
Travis, two of our old schools we used to play every year that we could count on thumping the living crap out of.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there was a time when, we couldn't even beat Kansas. So I'm going to tread lightly on how much I say we thumped Iowa State and Kansas State. It's been a tough decade up until a couple years ago. But for this specific game, with the experience of just watching a lot of Iowa State and Kansas State football when Texas was in the Big 12, two physical teams. Personally, I like Matt Campbell as the head coach a little bit more. I like Rocco Becht. I think coming back for his third year, the experience he's got with Matt Campbell, with his offensive coaching staff, I really like what they're building. My big question is, with the loss of Higgins and Noel to the draft this year, are they able to rebuild offensively? Are they going to be able to sling it as much through the air as they did last year? And then Kansas State, I love Avery Johnson. He had a really down year last year. Can he rebound? I think an off season with that coaching staff, with that system. They return a lot of talent on the offensive line. I think Avery Johnson and Kansas State are going to take it purely for the fact that this game early on is going to be very physical, very 3 yards in a cloud of dust. We're going to try to run the ball down your throat, especially early on in the year when offenses are trying to knock off the rust, catch their footing, battling jet lag from traveling from the middle of nowhere in the United States to the middle of nowhere in Ireland. I think I'm going to give it to Kansas State just for the physicality, what they're bringing back on the offensive line, and offensively, Iowa State having to figure out who their weapons are for Rocco Becht.
Fresno State at Kansas. This will be a fantastic basketball game, Steve. Like,
Right.
I'd be like, hey, how much your tickets? 12.5. Kansas, they put a lot of money into the program. They're really excited about football right now.
That stadium is beautiful. I just watched like a whole
looks
TikTok
beautiful.
walkthrough of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get out to Lawrence. It's like 45 minutes away from me. Like, I got to get out there to see the stadium in person because it looks fantastic.
And Lawrence is a good time. I highly recommend it. It. Some road trips in the Big 12. You'd be surprised some of the big heavy hitters. I could not stand going to Stillwater. Did not enjoy it. Lawrence, Kansas, sleeper for a phenomenal college town. And then, of course, like basketball being the forefront, football on the up and up, and that stadium is gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, who you got? Fresno State at Kansas.
Going with Kansas. I think they're going to be in good shape this year. They got Jalon, Jalon Daniels, throwing the rock. I think the backfield looks pretty good. They got LaShawn Williams running the ball, and who's the other guy they got? I'm trying to remember. Harry Stewart III, I think. I think they'll be well prepared. They'll have a good running game. I think they got some decent weapons. Give me Kansas State, baby. The only time I'm rooting for the Jayhawks.
All right.
It's in football season.
Fresno State at Kansas. I'm assuming we're all going to end up taking Kansas, but maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm taking Kansas for Jalon Daniels and Jalon Daniels alone. I mean that guy is just. They went on an absolute tear the last 5-6 games of the season last year. I think they won was it 4 or 5 ranked matchups consecutively. I mean they were just a proverbial wrecking ball to Big 12 teams' hopes to get into the Big 12 championship game. I think they're going to carry that momentum over and take this one.
I'm going to take Kansas too. I think if you're Kansas, you're going to put a bunch of money into your football program. You're picking a really good time to start doing it with the Big 12, kind of looking for somebody to step up and be the team. I think we all assumed it'd be Colorado. It's yet to be decided. Colorado is obviously on an uptick. But as I saw with when Boone Pickens stepped in and put a bunch of money into Oklahoma State, a team can get really competitive really fast. And you can, if you have the right coaching, build a little bit of culture at Kansas. It's a little bit like Kentucky. If you could start giving your football fans hope, you can have a great atmosphere for basketball. Just get them out to football and give them something to do. Lawrence is like a lot of college towns. Outside of basketball season, it could get a little rough. And fans are looking for something to, hang their hat on in Kansas football. And I think this is the last thing I'll say, but I think that end zone is worth 3 points. That is the sexiest end zone in college football.
It is cool.
Cool. It's just really cool about it. Strez, you take a Kansas?
You guys are forgetting one very important variable for Fresno State. Kurt Warner's son. AJ Warner, starting quarterback for Fresno State. That being said, give me Kansas minus 12.5. I actually just looked up Jalon Daniels' Heisman odds because I'm thinking, maybe he's a little bit of dark horse. 100-1.
Oh, somebody put a bet on that.
Put a little $5 down. You make a nice little staycation out of that.
I mean,
they're going like a 3 or 4 game winning streak. Maybe cash out early, get you a little money if you want to.
Yeah.
They make a little run, and I mean the Big 12 is so open. I think a 3-loss team can still make the Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
With the stats that he's going to put up being the focal point of that offense, I don't think it's that outlandish to say if they're 3 losses, they make the Big 12 title game, win it, they sneak into the playoff as a 12 seed, that he doesn't get a nod or at least get to go to New York.
Yep.
That would be so fun for Kansas.
Oh, wouldn't it be so much fun? I would love it for them. Sam Houston in Western Kentucky. We haven't looked. I don't know what uniforms Western Kentucky is going to have for that game, but that will help me decide as we get closer of my pick for this.
They got to rock the chrome domes, right?
You have to do the chrome domes.
No,
See,
You don't
I
like
was
those, Steve?
no,
give me the big
no,
red eyes.
hell
Give me
no.
the big red
Yes.
eyes.
Those okay.
Yes.
Those are fun.
Thank you.
Those are fun.
Those were the best uniforms in college football last year. That's my pick, and I'm sticking to it.
You see this points total? 60.5.
It's so many points, dude.
Wow.
That's
Uh,
Western Kentucky football, though, right?
I'm
It
so
is.
excited. I'm so excited. One of the
Uh,
last true air raid offenses out there. Quarterback's going to sling the ball 48 to 50 times a game. Even in week 0, when you're still trying to get your feet underneath you, they're going to be out there slinging the rock. And we're not talking about bubble screens and check downs and
No.
quick slants or button hooks. We're talking about airing that pigskin out. Give me the tops.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Hilltoppers too. There's something about them that reminds me of old Texas Tech days, where you showed up in Lubbock and you were like, man, we just got to score a lot of points. We're not gonna be able to stop them, and they're not gonna be able to stop us. So we're gonna have to score a lot of points. And Western Kentucky's a lot of fun to play, or a lot of fun to watch. So I'm gonna take Western Kentucky. Steve, who you taking?
Oh yeah, WKU, go Tops, baby. Excited to see Owen Lloyd play this year. He's a Kentucky guy from just down the road from me. Russell Springs coming in at 6'3", 190 pounds. He's a pretty good sized dude. Head coach Tyson Helton, he's been there now, I think, since 2019.
Yep.
Played football at Houston, I believe, and I want to say maybe he was an offense coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Tennessee before that in 2018. He's done some good things there. They have produced 2, as of recent year, NFL QBs. Bailey Zappi being one that went to the Patriots, and the other guy, I always forget his name. He played there for a minute on the Jets. But, they're getting some looks. Got some guys coming back. They did lose a little bit in the trenches. They lost 1 or 2 guys to UK this offseason. But, yeah, go Tops, baby. Alma mater there.
Yep. I'm going to round it out taking WKU. The odds opened up as the Hilltoppers were 8.5-point favorites, and it went up to 10. So
Nice.
Vegas knows something. I'm gonna tend to lean with Vegas, especially now that these betting companies kind of own some sports now. Not putting on a 10 hat or anything, but I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Last one we got on here: Stanford at Hawaii, 52.5. There's just something about Hawaii week 0. Like it just feels like that flyover where they first open up the game and you're like, oh, I know that Hawaii's not like a football powerhouse or anything, but they've had really good teams. They can usually they have really good quarterbacks. They're a lot of fun to watch. But they are playing Stanford, which, it's not a joke team by any means. 2.5, it's not crazy. I would love to take Hawaii. But I think looking at what Stanford's bringing back this year, I have a hard time saying Hawaii's going to be able to do it. I don't see 52.5. I think it's a lower scoring game.
Cool.
I just don't see 52.5 out of those two teams. I'm going to take Stanford. What about you, Travis?
See, I was initially leaning Stanford for a couple reasons. One, I think Andrew Luck coming on as the general manager and kind of taking the helm in the interim as the coach is going to pay dividends. Obviously, he is an unbelievable football mind, highly intelligent human being. But what I loved most about the Stanford team last year was true freshman Elijah Brown. I loved his ability when the offensive line failed. They weren't able to run the ball. They got forced into passing scenarios. He has the ability to make plays with his feet. And he had playmakers around him, good, not great, but he had the ability to create. And now Stanford just named Ben Goldbranson, 6th-year starter, 6th-year quarterback out of Oregon State over Elijah Brown. They've named him the starter. Haven't seen any tape, haven't looked up any stats. Even struggled to say his last name. Obviously, Andrew Luck knows a lot more about football than I do, so I'm going to put my faith in him. But in this scenario, 5-hour flight to Hawaii, night game, week 0, new quarterback, doesn't have the ability to make the plays that Elijah Brown does. Give me Hawaii.
Steve, Stanford at Hawaii.
Man, I'm conflicted. Sitting here looking at both rosters. Yeah, I was thinking, well, maybe Hawaii, because they got what's his name, Luke Weaver. I think is going to be playing quarterback. He's a junior this year. They got some nice pieces, got some nice depth, but I don't know. I think I want to go Stanford. I think they'll be a little bit more prepared.
Yeah, that I didn't even think of that. That GM at Stanford, that's a cheat code not a lot of schools have right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And Andrew Luck is, yeah. I mean, that's like Steph Curry coming on to Davidson. It's like, it's in that same like echelon of like, this guy probably knows a thing or two about football.
He still got all his marbles because he left right
Yeah.
before it got bad. So,
Yep.
that's a horrible joke.
Well, I was going to pile on, sadly. I was going to say, sadly, he was so intelligent that he could have played 30 years in the league and taken 15 hits a game and still trumped Antonio Brown when it came to IQ.
Stress, who you taking Stanford at Hawaii?
Oh, this is going to be, what is this? It's 6:30 local. What time is that in Hawaii?
That's a good question.
It's a day game. We're going to be watching it at night here, and
Yeah,
it's
the
going
sun will
to
be
be they're 5
down.
hours behind us. It's
Okay,
good.
so 1:30 there. Okay, yeah. That's I don't know. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know much about the Hawaii football program. I do know a little something about the Stanford program. Stanford opened up as a 2.5 point favorite, but now it looks like Hawaii is -2.5. So probably been some money put on someone somewhere, but I think I'm going to lean with the Stanford Cardinal. I think they've been in the dumps for a minute, and I think they're going to be on their way out quickly. And Cody, if you're watching this, you're welcome. He's a Stanford guy, a buddy of mine. So yeah, give me Stanford here.
There it is, our week 0 picks. We'll see how good or bad we are at this. This was a lot easier when we didn't have transfer portal like it is now. It was a whole lot easier to be
Yeah.
able to make picks
Every
'Cause I
week. Who's
do-
the quarterback for this team?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's rough.